All right, let's take a look at this sucker. All right, guys, this is the Makita. All right, 18 volt, brand new. I don't even know if it's out yet. It should be coming out soon. All right. Again, this is an expansion, and I really think DeWalt is doing the same thing, guys. You know, as soon as that DeWalt 20 volt pole saw came out, I'm like, why isn't this a flex volt? Right? Why are they discounting all these 60 volt blowers? Now, again, I don't think they're going to kill that OPE flex volt line, but I think the companies are really starting to invest in the 20 volt again with the OPE stuff. They've seen Milwaukee kind of be really successful with just one battery. And this is a great idea because I'll tell you one thing, Makita has the best hedge trimmer, probably gas or lithium ion, that I've ever used with their 18 volt hedge trimmer. All right, but this is the new blower, as you can see. Really small and compact. I mean, this box weighs nothing, guys. 459 CFM, 116 miles per hour. So comparing it to the DeWalt, right, that's 90 miles per hour, 400 CFM. Comparing it to the Milwaukee, I believe that's 125, 450 CFM. So it's right in the ballpark. You know, it seems like, you know, with one battery, 18 volt, you know, you're going to be around that 450 CFM, 100 to 125. You know, it depends on the tube. I can tell you this tube looks a little bit wider than the Milwaukee. Not as wide, though, as the DeWalt. But, and I love, you know, guys, the 36 volt Makita blower is a great blower. It's probably, and it is the most powerful 18 volt blower on the market, but you got to use two 18 volt batteries. That's kind of the issue, you know. And I believe you can buy this bare tool as well. Let's open her up. Actually, let me pause it here. This guy's on his freaking phone. He's on his little 15-minute break. You think he'd be over here helping me? Creep. All right, so here it is. Again, wow. So a totally kind of new design. They kind of went with the, you know, patented design with this blower, as you can see, much like the Milwaukee, right? You got the intake in the back, which is awesome. You don't want it on the side. A lot of blowers have it on the side. Well, they've kind of gotten out of that, but believe it or not, still some of them are, you know, I haven't seen any of the new blowers, honestly. Well, the battery is actually on the tool when you get it. That is pretty weird. So, but still, my God, this is so freaking light. Guys, 6.1 pounds. I believe that's with the battery. With battery, guys. All right, so obviously the lightest blower out of any tool company's platform here. Okay, 6.1 pounds. And again, guys, the 5 really weighs the same as the 4, and the 6 the same. So you can put a 6 on this, and maybe it's 6.3 pounds. All right, so a really light, compact blower. Like I said, though, not too many of the new blowers have the intakes on the sides. They've kind of gotten out of that, thank God. So, you know, kind of suck your pants in, you know, your jacket. So they went to the back design, which is awesome. But, you know, there's no speed settings on this. Again, you know, this 18 volt line from Makita, they have released a hedge trimmer, a blower. Those are the two new ones. I believe they're going to be coming out with a brand new string trimmer also. But you kind of have that, oh look, so you got that cruise control here, so you can really set it to any speed you want. Again, the battery's in it, but you don't have any like speed settings like the Milwaukee has, the high and the low. You know, that's a pretty cool feature, but you know, not a big deal really. But obviously the runtime is going to depend on, you know, you're going to use this at its max performance? Are you going to have that trigger pulled, you know, full throttle, or are you going to play with it a little bit? You know, with these blowers, guys, as you know, you're going to run these pretty much, you know, full throttle all the time. So runtime, we're going to check that out. But you know, pretty basic. All right, like I said, you do have your cruise control. You could obviously put any battery if they ever get bigger batteries on this, because there's nothing to stop it. It's an open battery area. I just can't believe how light it is, guys. 63 decibels also. So really a quiet blower, obviously, compared to gas blowers. But even to the other lithium ion, 63 is about, you know, the normal, measured at 50 feet. But let's put the tube on and let's test her out. You also have a little Allen wrench here to put the tube on. See, with this tube, I can tell already, you kind of have to, you know, with the Milwaukee, you're pretty much just slapping it in here, right? It kind of has its own connectors. It kind of snaps in. With this Makita here, obviously, you get an Allen wrench, so you're going to be doing some tightening and loosening with this blower. But a really small tube too. You know, this is, you know, think of this as their subcompact blower. All right, I mean, it's a really light, really compact. The length, I think they also list the length on here. Yeah, 32.5 inches long. All right, so you know, and it puts out, I mean, 479 CFM. That's pretty darn good, right? Oh, 459 CFM. Now remember, the 36 volt does, I believe, 470, but 10 CFM to have just one battery instead of two, and a much lighter unit. Again, you don't have two batteries on it, and man. All right, let's put the tube on and see her in action. All right, guys, you cannot believe. Real easy to put the tube on, by the way, guys. You just slide it in there and you tighten these two little Allen key bolts here, screws. All right, so these little Allen key screws. Again, not bad. Not bad. And it's, again, much lighter. Again, this ain't going to compete with the Egos, you know, with 56 volts. But, I mean, like, really, I mean, did it pretty easily, guys. You know? Like, these leaves right here are all kind of matted down. You know, for people who are looking for this blower too, as like a, you know, think of this as like a more powerful, rigid job site blower, right? That has 280 CFM. This has 459 or whatever. You know, and it's just about the same size as that rigid. I mean, it is so small and compact. It's crazy. But at the price point, guys, $199 with the battery, much cheaper than a Milwaukee. You're getting similar performance, all right? You know, again, Milwaukee probably a little bit more powerful. You know, but I think it's a great value. And, you know, if it goes, I believe you can buy this bare tool also. But again, I know this kit is $199. Bare tool, it's probably not worth getting. It's probably like $149. So obviously for 50 bucks, you know, you get the battery and the charger. So I mean, it's worth the extra 50 bucks. But you know, I'm very impressed with it, guys. You know, kind of clearing the driveways and stuff. You know, we got a lot of you know, just gonna push these over. I'm not even really close to them, and that's what CFM does. More pushing volume. I mean, we got some really wet leaves here, smashed down wet leaves. Hopefully you can kind of see these. Take them right up. And again, something you don't really want to be doing with a lithium-ion blower, right? But for what this blower is intended for, I think you'll have no problem. And by far, guys, there was like no arm fatigue with this blower at all. All right, guys, so my final thoughts on this blower is that it's a light, quiet, compact blower. Like I said, a little bit less power than the Milwaukee, all right, and more power than the DeWalt, obviously. I do think DeWalt is going to be coming out with a new 20-volt blower this summer, but who knows. But, guys, all in all, a great blower, all right. But the one issue, guys, with it, and I think Makita kind of has an issue with this, you know, just like the 36-volt blower that they have, which is really one of the best blowers out there. You know, you got that speed dial, you know, 470 CFM. The issue with that one, much like this one, is the runtime with the 36 volt. You know, on setting 6, you're going to get around 11, 12 minutes. I use the 5 amp hour battery with this. Now, it comes with a 4, all right? But I used the 5. I got around 15 minutes, all right? And you're pretty limited, right? You only got a 6 amp hour battery is the highest you can go. But that being said, guys, these batteries now, everyone has tons of them. They're practically giving them away with everything. So you got a 6 you're using. Maybe you got a 5 in your pocket. You have close to 30 minutes to do what you got to do. But all in all, a real nice, light, compact blower. At first, you might not think it has the power, but it will grow on